Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Wednesday, August the 30th, 2023. Wednesday, August the 30th. We actually had some movement, everybody. We had some movement going on today. We had Sam taking Cody to see yet another psychiatrist at GH. You know, since Kevin isn't there, we're getting to see they have more than Kevin, right? So this guy, of course, Cody does his deal. Sam says her concerns. He asked Sam to leave the room, the psychiatrist, so that he could evaluate Cody privately. And Cody does his thing. I thought he was a little crazy. Nah, not really. Come on. Nah, I really didn't. But anyway, we knew it was going to be enough to get him admitted, which in the end, yes. Now, what was interesting, Sam's outside waiting. She's trying to get some coffee. She took the lid off to blow in it to cool it down. And when she turned around to walk, because she forgot to put the lid back on, Montague was walking up and she actually spilled coffee on his shirt and actually a little on her shirt. But guess what? That had to be, she was blowing on it because it was so hot, but to have spilled as much as it did on him, he didn't go, no, it was like, well, hey, pretty lady, you spilled some coffee on me. It's okay, pretty lady. So Sam's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And she's trying to wipe it off with a little piece of Kleenex, or I don't know what she had that she was using to wipe, trying to wipe him off, right? And she looks up and she sees his face. Now he had his phone in his hand. What's interesting to me is she had to have recognized him. Now, I don't know that she recognized him as such. She couldn't have recognized him as Sasha's doctor. I don't know who she recognized him from or where, because Sam went into con mode, right? Oh, she's so sorry. She took his phone, is trying to dry his phone with some piece of, I don't know, was it Kleenex? Where'd she get it from? Right? Maybe it was a napkin from the coffee. Who knows? So Gladys calls at that time because I'm going to get to Nina and Gladys in just a minute. And she sees, she goes, oh, I'm so sorry, Gladys. And she's looking at him, wiping it off, like motioning kind of to hand it to him. She goes, I'm so sorry, I made you miss your phone call. And she finished it up and she hands him back his phone. And so he goes, well, can I ask what brings you to the hospital? She goes, oh, I have a friend that's seeing a doctor. And he goes, oh, okay. She goes, yeah, and it's been a while. I wish I would have brought some cards with me. You know what? Remember how she was tracking Cody, taking pictures? Maybe she saw Montague leaving and maybe she got a picture of him. Because see, otherwise, Cody doesn't even know Montague is Sasha's doctor. I think Sam only knows. Or wait a minute. Remember when Sam snuck into Ferncliff and Sasha was yelling, get away, get away. She was doing all that yelling. I think Montague was in there with her. Okay, comment corner, folks. I need some comments on that. And remember, Sam peeked through the grades. So maybe that's when she saw him. If so, then yes, she does know that he is her doctor. Otherwise, she doesn't know yet that Montague is Sasha's doctor. But she might know Montague plays the card games because maybe she got a picture of it. Or maybe she saw him leaving because she was really taking pictures of Selena Wu. Right? So anyway, interesting. Now Sam's in the mix. Can anybody tell me what you think's going to happen? I think Cody's going to end up in danger. And I also think Sam is going to end up in danger. Montague might even try to take Sam as some kind of hostage. That's going to be interesting, right? That's going to be really interesting. So now let's get to Gladys. Nina is pressuring death on her. You tell me everything. I'm going to Sonny. No, no, you can't go to Sonny. Sonny will send me packing out of town. Or who, Lord knows what else Sonny might do to me. And Nina just looks at her, right? And she goes, you're saying Sasha's in trouble. Sonny is the one to help. No, no, look, Sonny, he'll just go over the top. And she goes, Gladys, tell me this doctor's name. You get him on the phone right now. And she calls him, and that's when Sam had his phone, and it went to voicemail. So she and Nina are still talking, and after Sam leaves Montague calls her, Gladys, and Nina goes, answer that phone right now, Gladys. So Gladys goes to the phone. She sees it's him, and she just, doesn't accept the call. And Nina looked at her and she goes, you tell me his name. No, I'm not going to tell you his name because something could go wrong. Oh, no, What do you mean something could go wrong? And then our Sasha would be in danger. You just give me the money and I'll take care of everything. See, there is no way I would trust giving her the money and letting her take care of everything. Because actually, no, Montague didn't call her. That was Selena Wu calling her. That's right. Selena called her. And she sent it to voicemail, and Selena goes, Gladys, it is not a good idea to not accept phone calls from me. Your debt is due, paid in full tonight. And Selena hangs up because Selena's pissed. I'm going to tell you about Selena and Sonny, right? Oh, Selena's pissed. So now Gladys knows, oh my God, I got woo on my butt, woo on my butt, woo on my butt. And I have the crazy doctor won his money. Now, mind you, the doctor, because Sam says, I wish I would have bought some cards. And he goes, cards? That's interesting, which is another reason I think she saw him at the card game. She observed him at the card game, right? So then he goes, he says, you like playing cards? Because she goes, yeah. He goes, there's plenty of card game apps on your phone. She goes, no, it's electronic. I like the real thing. I like to, the feel of the cards in your hands. I like that. And he goes, oh. He goes, well, listen, I have an inside scoop on a card game. You'd love it. I think you'd have a lot of fun. Here's my business card. Get in touch with me and I could get you into the game. She goes, oh, really? Well, okay. Okay, then. Sam just on flirt mode, right? So anyway, now let's get back to Nina and Gladys. Nina is like, you know what, Gladys? I'm not doing it. I feel something else is going on, for the simple fact you won't even give me this doctor's name. How did you get involved with him? She's trying to say, what is the true story? There's a whole story I'm missing here. None of that's really important. Our girl is what's important. Our girl. Oh, no, our girl, Gladys. Our girl. So you want to know what's going to happen? Nina finally, she broke her down, wore her down. Nina finally says, okay, I'm going to give you the money. And it better go straight to Sasha, getting Sasha out like you said. If it goes anywhere else, no, it's she's the one in danger. You want to know what's going to happen, everybody? Gladys is going to be coming from the bank with that $50,000, or Nina's going to go get it and give it to her. Gladys is going to have that $50,000 in cash in her purse. And you want to know who's going to intercept her? Selena's goon. Or Selena with her goon. And she's going to say, Gladys, where is my money? All of it. And Gladys is going to say, I don't have any money. I don't have any money. They're going to take her purse and find the $50,000 in there. Watch. No, That's for Sasha. Sasha's being held captive by that Montague. And Selena's going to be like, that is not my problem. And this is not all that you owe me. See? Now, you think Gladys will be able to take that coat, the matching hat, belt, purse, all back to Logan's? They wouldn't give her full price. Now, mind you, she hasn't had a place to wear it to. It's summertime. That's what was ridiculous. You bought that in the summer, but she paid a pretty penny for that. The tags should still be on all that crap, Gladys. Take it back to the store, right? Take that crap back to the store. But whatever. That's another side topic here, right? So now we have that was my prediction of what's going to happen once Gladys gets the money. We have Cody did get admitted. Sam checked him in the Ferncliff, and he's being led back to the back. And I'm still thinking, how you think you're gonna get to Sasha? And Ferncliff is for more dangerous people. Don't you think he should have been sent to Shady Brook, everybody? Why did he go to Fern? Why was he sent to Ferncliff? Cody's symptoms were lighter, more minor, should have been Shady Brook. Okay, Shady Brook. We forget about Shady Brook, right? Ferncliff is for the criminals. Shady Brook is for the little crazies. Okay. But that's a little, new writers. New writers don't understand we have Shady Brook and Ferncliff. Anyway, now, let's see. Oh, so now Crazy leaves Sam, or actually he may have seen Sasha first, because I don't think his shirt was coffee stained. And when he got there, the nurse was coming out of Sasha's room, and Sasha had said, woke up and tried, please, 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 please get me help. You've got to get me help. Don't let Dr. Montague near me. He's drugging me. He's drugging me. And she tried to calm Sasha down. Please get me some help. She should have said, call the police, right? Dante went in to see her. Dante went in to see her earlier, and she was knocked out asleep. And the nurse said she's asleep most of the time, but her condition has deteriorated, right? And so Dante really didn't get. They didn't show us if Dante. He tried to wake her up. He tried calling her name, but she didn't wake up, because remember, the doctor had drugged her earlier, so she was completely out of it. But Dante ended up going to Sonny and telling Sonny, "Ooh, Sasha's not in a good place." And Sonny's like, "Wait a minute, Sasha's what? How could she not be in a good place?" They're saying she's having people smuggle drugs in there for her. As if Ferncliff was that loose with the staff, and just, if this doctor is making this allegation, every doctor that is on staff there should be saying, "What are you talking about, Montague?" Because see, Montague is not on staff at that hospital. I mean, at that facility. They have doctors at that facility on staff. They're just not being realistic with Ferncliff. So Sonny is picking up the phone, and Dante says, wait, let me do some investigations first, Sonny. Let me see what I can find out, and then let me report this back to you. Sonny goes, okay. But anyway, the nurse calms down Sasha. She's walking out, and there's Creepo coming back, and she goes, "Oh, Dr. Montague, Miss Gilmore's not doing well at all. Her symptoms have progressed to paranoia." And he goes, "Paranoia? How so?" "She's saying that you are the one drugging her." And he goes, why, thanks for telling me, nurse. And he goes in, and Sasha's like, no, 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 get away from me. No, 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 no. And he gets all in her face. See, the nurse, her intuition should be telling her something's wrong. Like that first nurse that liked Sasha, that was really trying to get Sasha help. She could tell, like, something ain't quite right here. And that's what Montague got rid of her. This one, her skills are not that up on it at all. They just aren't. Because when he went in, she should have been looking through the little grade things just to see the interaction with Sasha and him. And she would have seen him all up in Sasha's face, menacing. And Sasha's trembling like all, all get up. And he says, let me tell you something. My patients, they are with me until the end. And I was like, okay, so now look, that means he's done this before. He's got a string of it. He's got victims under his belt. And that's going to be interesting, this psycho. And he is going to get Sam. We all know Sasha's going to be rescued. I don't know that it's going to be Cody, because I really think Cody's going to make it worse for him and Sam, right? But Nina's on the job. Nina's on it now. Gladys told. Sonny may be the one that comes in and saves Sasha, right? So it's getting good. This I say next week it'll be all wrapped up. It should be wrapped up by next week. If they really were on it, it'd be wrapped up Friday, but it's too soon. We're just getting in the ramp up. I think they'll wrap this up next week with Sasha being saved, but Sam and Cody being in trouble may not be wrapped up. That I think it may be days after that their dilemma is going to be wrapped up. So now we have what I really liked was, let's see, where is it? Not that one. These two. Selena comes walking in with her party girl dress on, nice and short lace. Hello, Sonny. Is it okay for me to drop by without an appointment? And Sonny's like, yeah. So she closes the door. There's a problem. Curtis Ashford, he's in no condition after the shooting to run the Savoy. So his father, Marshall, is taking over. And Marshall is shutting down the backroom poker game, my backroom poker game. And I want you to intervene so that my games can continue. So Sonny, he's in his chair. And he leans forward. He goes, I'm not going to do anything. And neither are you. I happen to like Curtis Ashford and his father. Because see, he's thinking, Curtis went and helped save my nephews, both my nephews. Well, no, only Spencer's his nephew. The baby wouldn't be related to Sonny, but his nephew. And so she looked at him. He said, and if I hear, and he got his arms, he folded his hands. If I hear you are interfering with that business, we gonna have a problem. Am I clear? Yes. Yes, Sonny, I didn't mean to offend you. So she sits down and he goes, by the way, I believe somebody's trying to muscle in. There's some happenings, some dealings going on that you're not telling me about. Why, whatever do you mean? If there's anybody, he goes, I think somebody's trying to muscle in on my territory. If I hear if I hear anything, you are the first to know. Sonny looked at her when she said that. He goes, okay. Yeah. He says, look, let me tell you something. You're a woman, and women are resourceful. And a woman like you has a plan B, don't you? She just looked at him like, I don't know what you're talking about. Because, see, not only do I have a plan B, I got a C and D plan too. C, I'm fleecing your family for money. D, I might just kill your cousin. Or now assign her debt to you. See, when Sonny finds out that Selena has been fleecing Sasha, he's going to be, and really Gladys, but with extension Sasha, he's going to be through the roof with Selena. You can definitely see the hierarchy. Selena's at the table with Sonny, because remember, it's only two of them now. But Sonny is at the head of the table. She got the side chair. she got the side chair. And look, Cyrus is trying to jockey for the next side chair. So I could bump Sonny out. Because remember, Silas wants to be the whole way. Look, in jail, it'll never happen, Cyrus. It'll never happen. But anyway, now we're going to see what happens with that. Sonny is true mob boss form. Sonny is starting to find out a lot of things, right? And it's going to be good. Now, Britt came. Was it today or was it yesterday? But, he was talking to Sonny. Brick really didn't give him no real information he didn't know. The flash drive hasn't been activated yet, and Dex is still on the trail of everybody, right? He's following Austin. He went there to talk to Book. I mean, Dex is doing a whole lot. So now we have, and then I forgot the picture of the Brooklyn. We have the court case. Now it's time. The judge wants to know, why would the plaintiff, feel she has a case, and Jackson says because the proprietary property, the deceptor, is almost identical to the plaintiff's property. And my client has the records of their product and the timeline of their product and this product. And so the attorney for Lucy, or for the company, Deception, says, Your Honor, I object. I haven't had a chance to look at any of this information. And the judge, who, by the way, I understand they hire actors to be judges, and it's okay for a judge to have long hair. But usually if a judge has long hair, they have it back in a respectable ponytail. This guy's hair was all over the place. I was like, well, oh my God, you don't look tidy at all. Goodness. So anyway, he looked at her and he goes, listen, this is not a trial. This is discovery to see if there's enough evidence or enough facts to go to trial. So I want both of you two attorneys step forward Mr. Montgomery, bring your evidence to me. So they both step forward. He gives the judge the evidence, and she again, Your Honor, I haven't seen any of this. And the judge goes, that's all right, because I'm looking. And he says, you both can step back. So they both step back. Or you both can go back to your seats. So they both go back to their little desks, right? And the judge looks over everything. He goes, after reviewing the evidence, I find that there's sufficient evidence that these products are both very, very similar in nature and design, that a actual trial is warranted. And Tracy's like, and Lucy's like, and he goes, in 6 months, the trial date will be. The trial will proceed in 6 months. And I'm thinking, 6 months? That's a long time. Look, that's going to run deception right out of business. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Lucy has not run a good company whatsoever. As a matter of fact, without Maxie, who's the real head running that company, it's been Maxie day one. Lucy is an inept company owner. The way she handled that whole debacle with Victor Cassadine is the way she runs her company. Horribly. Maxie tries to keep things straight. So the judge hits his little gavel, gets up. Tracy and Jackson high five each other. Oh, she goes, he goes, now look, 6 months. I do say I like the pool at the Metro Court, but not for that long. So he says, he's gonna leave, go back. He says, and I don't want to hear that you have hired some local attorney 6 months from now to take over for you. And she goes, nope, because what you did, see, Jackson is not Tracy is not the actual person. It's who Jackson's client is the one. Tracy's just the front, right? So she goes, nope, what you did today, you are my guy. So he's happy, and Lucy comes over. She goes, 6 months? In 6 months, we can't go without deceptive sales. Everybody, are we forgetting something? Deception. Yes, they had a rocky start from Sasha's breakdown, right? I mean, not even start. They were already going. Their stock took a little dive, but then Sasha went to rehab. Sasha came out of it. They had some very successful cosmetic lines, products. They did. They were doing well enough for a company that Lucy Co. owned. They were doing well enough. Well, then the deceptor comes in, takes it to the next stratosphere. Well, I'm sorry, now they go back to doing well enough. But the problem is they can't sell stock, but that doesn't mean they go out of business. They can still run their business. They just can't sell stock. They have to stop selling the deceptor. So now make our company run on what it had before, all our other products. We'll just have to lean down. They haven't really hired new people. Still Maxie doing everything. You'll never see Lucy at her desk, at her computer. Brooklyn, oh, she's seeing the door now because now they know. As a matter of fact, we need to be suing Brooklyn. That's the next thing. Is this attorney right here, because she was standing right there when Maxie said Brooklyn was the one that gave the information. Because Tracy's like, how could they have gotten our information? And Brooklyn had already left. She was like, I got to go talk to my grandmother. So she goes out, and Tracy's with Jackson, but she's doing a text. She's texting her partner. Texting, right? And so Jackson leaves. Brooklyn looks at her upset. And I had a picture of Brooklyn doing the Brooklyn. But I said, fix that up. And so Tracy looks up from her phone, yes, or and Brooklyn was just so mad. She just huffs off. And Tracy looks up, yeah, that was to be expected. And keep right on texting. Now, what needs to happen? Brooklyn committed a crime. They need to press charges against Brooklyn. And now let's see her granny getting her out of this. Let's see. That's what needs to happen. Tracy doesn't care the legal position she put Brooklyn in. And now watch, after all this, Chase will leave her. So we back to square one. The only thing is Chase will have his job back, but Brooklyn, you ain't gonna have him. Because if any opportunity or anything arises, you're gonna choose to do the wrong thing. You're going to. And then you're gonna lie, you're gonna cheat, you're gonna fabricate lies upon lies to cover up those lies. Brooklyn is just horrible. But so is Tracy. She's like her grandmother, but Tracy's worse. Tracy's definitely worse. She's always been the worst of the quartermates. Well, no, Edward was bad too, but she was just like her father. Tracy was always just like her father. So anyway, everybody, that is it. That's it. Let's see what happens tomorrow for another daily recap of General Hospital. Let's see, comment corner. I accidentally, everybody, when I published this video, it was on private. Not private, unlisted. That's where a lot of you did not get your notifications. I apologize for that. So now you guys are going to be playing catch up, watching it now, getting notified about it now. But let's go to Sherry. Sherry says, I'm with you. Wrap up Sasha's story. It's hard to watch. Glad Nina is on it. Trina sounds like the new old Molly's voice. I know Trina's voice, but you know what? I've never liked Trina's voice, but you know, but she was really over the top. Dang, oh, it was horrible. And then Bernice says Trina was too over the top. Yes, she was. PE says, I thought the judge was Gene Simmons. Laughing. I know, goodness. This judge needed to tidy up a bit. Tidy up, judge. So anyway, everybody, that's it. I will be back for another daily recap tomorrow.